accountable. One thing I have not done, I've never pretended to be a police officer, and I've never threatened a shootout with the police.
Well, and now I have to respond to that.
We are moving on,
I
gentlemen.
have to respond to that. And you know what's so funny? I am work with many police officers, and at the same time,
Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, excuse me.
Hey everybody, Maz Jobrani here. What you just saw was a debate between Raphael Warnock, the incumbent senator, and Herschel Walker, who's a Republican candidate for Georgia Senate. Now you've probably seen that clip already, and it looked like a Saturday Night Live skit, but it wasn't. Because I guess Herschel Walker had said he was a cop because someone had given him an honorary badge. And I guess he'd gotten into a shootout with the cops at some point. And Warnock pointed that out to go, this guy's just making up mumbo jumbo. And then Walker pulled out the badge. And he was like, well, what's this? Which leads me to believe he was ready to go. He had it ready to go. And he really believes he's a cop. To which Warnock should have replied, what are you, a prop comic now? You're pulling out props? Which, by the way, the moderator pointed this out.
Walker,
when
please,
he said a problem
out of
with
respect,
the truth
I
is
need
here.
to let you know, Mr.
Yes.
Walker, you are very well aware of the rules tonight.
Yes.
And you have a prop.
Yes.
That is not allowed, sir.
Yes.
I ask you to put that prop away.
Well, it's not a prop. This is real. And he said, I have a problem. I never worked with law enforcement.
It is considered a prop, Mr. Walker.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
You're very well aware of the rules, aren't you?
Well,
Aren't you aware of the rules?
He brought up the truth. Let's talk about the truth.
Thank you for putting that
Yes.
prop away. And as a matter of fact, we still have a lot to get to.
And as you saw right there, the moderator sounded like a teacher chastising an 8-year-old. And it's very sad almost to see, but he continued to say, this is not a prop. I'm an actual cop. He's not a real cop. He got an honorary badge. I don't think he's ever, worked as a cop. But this is all a distraction from the seriousness of what's at hand. Because if Herschel Walker somehow wins, he is a crazy, religious, right-thinking type of guy who wants the government to go more religious. And take it from an Iranian American. You don't want your government to go more religious. That's what happened in 1979 when the Islamic Republic took over Iran. And for 43 years, they've kept Iranians hostage under a handmaid's tale type of a situation, which would probably make Herschel Walker plenty happy to live in a handmaid's tale kind of a situation under the Christian Republic of America. His policies are bad. And if you don't believe me, listen to him here.
Because if you have an able-bodied job, you're going to have health care. But everyone else have health care is the type of health care you're going to get. And I think that is the problem. And what Senator Warnock wants you to do is depend on the government. What I want you to do is get off the government health care and get on the health care he's got to get you a better health care. So that's what I'm trying to do, to make you independent rather than dependent.
So there you have one of his policies. He wants to take people off of government insurance and put them on the insurance that Raphael Warnock's on. Raphael Warnock is on government insurance. He's in the Senate. He gets insurance from the government. So I've said this before. I was a big fan of Herschel Walker as a football player. But as a politician, he seems like a disaster. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's not experienced. He's incoherent in a lot of the stuff he says. And a lot of the stuff is based on religious beliefs that would definitely lead us into the wrong direction. And I know the thing that blows my mind is that they're running close. Warnock and Herschel Walker are running close in Georgia. I don't know how that happens. I guess a lot of people in Georgia, clearly they go, I want to be anti-women's rights to choose, and I want to be pro-gun. And that's all they need. And then they vote for Herschel Walker. But I'm here to tell you, if we live in a country with a lot of Herschel Walkers, you're going to end up in an authoritarian state, an autocratic state. So I hope people wake up, pay attention, vote, as Warnock says in this clip.
maybe this is difficult for people to understand because that's how politicians think. I think that part of the problem with our politics right now is that it's become too much about the politicians. You're asking me who's going to run in 24? The people of Georgia get to decide who's going to be their senator in 3 days, Monday. And I hope they'll show up and vote. And I'd be honored to represent them in the Senate.
The moderator had just asked Warnock if he thinks that Biden should run in 2024. And Warnock, you know, a politician, he pivoted and said, I'm not concerned about 2024. I'm concerned about 2022. I agree with him that people should definitely be paying attention to 2022, at least to try and hold on to the Senate. Please, if you're in Georgia, vote for sane candidates. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, I don't care. If there were a better choice for the Republicans that were sane, I'd say go for it. If you really have beliefs that line up with that person, go for it. But Herschel Walker is not sane. He's cuckoo. And we don't need a cuckoo authoritarian America. It will go the wrong way. And as for Joe Biden running in 2024, I'd be the first to admit to you, homie's really old. I wish we had an age limit on the limit on how old you can be to run. We have the minimum. We should get a maximum as well. I don't think Biden or Trump should run. I think younger candidates should run. I like Pete Buttigieg myself. Maybe he could end up running against Ron DeSantis. I don't know. But the politicians, unfortunately, aren't going to answer that right now because it's neither here nor there. He doesn't want people to go, oh, you love Biden and inflation? He's like, listen, dude, I'm worried about this election coming up. So I'm with Warnock. I hope you guys vote. And it's entertaining, if nothing else. Watching Herschel Walker talk is very entertaining. Mumbo jumbo salad. Just a mumbo jumbo salad. That's the best I can say about Herschel Walker. I'm Maz Jobrani. I'm a comedian, usually funnier. But I don't need to be funnier. When you watch a debate like that, who needs comedy? Bye.